New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Yo, give it up for the Fader one time. Yo, what's your name again? Tell me your game.
Lawrence Burney.
Lawrence in the building. Sorry about that, Lawrence. I was reading over Katie Cummings over at the Fader. She said, we're celebrating the Fader spring issue. About to drop this Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. Who's on the cover?
Blueface is one of 3 covers.
It's 3 covers.
3 covers. We didn't announce the other 2 yet.
So now the Fader normally does a front and back, right?
Right.
So y'all are just letting it be known that it's Blueface.
Yeah. And then we'll reveal the next ones over the next couple weeks.
And did you talk to Blueface for this issue?
No, it was my colleague, Ben Dandridge Lemko. He went out to L.A. He's an Oakland guy. Mm-hmm. So it just made sense for him to go profile a Cali dude.
And what did I know now, in hearing about Blueface, he's got the gun charge that's pending. Did you guys get any detail on that?
No, he just couldn't talk about it at the time because it's still up in the air.
Yeah, it's always interesting when these things break, right? And you're supposed to interview. I've been through this before.
You have?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I've been through this before.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to interview somebody about charges that they have or just about their life, what's going on.
And
but you can't talk about the biggest story that they have going on.
Right. The Blueface thing felt like it happened today. It felt like he was hot on Monday, scorching on Friday, arrested on the following Monday. Like it felt that fast.
And then came back and got more hot.
So he's back. He's back now.
You feel like after the gun charge, he got hotter?
I mean, I can't say the gun charge made him hotter, but Tatiana, the momentum that it has right now is just crazy.
And plus, everybody's been remixing it too.
Like
Cardi's
right
on
now.
the official remix, but Nicki dropped one. Young M.A. Everyone's been doing a remix to it.
Yeah.
Even like, I follow a lot of like smaller local rappers from like different cities, and I'm saying it on the local level.
Just
like
everyone's doing it.
Everybody doing the car freestyle or doing a little video.
Yeah.
It's just you got to do it right now.
Why is it that you think Blueface got so hot so fast? It's not often that someone gets that much heat that quickly.
I think he's just a natural entertainer. Even, if you like his music or not, it's something about, he has charisma. He's very entertaining. And a lot of times, especially now, I think that can carry you past your music. Like, I think right now, maybe people are more optimistic or they have more patience with artists that they like. And it's like, well, the music will come along. But he got the personality right now.
It's a great point you make because I'm definitely not from an era where people go, the music will come along.
No.
Right? I'm from an era by the time we heard about you, your music better be right.
Yeah, like I think that's something that I don't know if it's something people want to accept, but it's kind of like
it's become the norm.
It's become the norm. It's like you got to get hot first.
Well, and I also think that now we're seeing artists at such a new early beginning in their people know, and I think people enjoy being a part of the growth process because they feel like, oh, that's my artist. I was there in the beginning, and now he's popping.
It's exciting. I mean, especially like when you
or I was there in the beginning, and now he's going to jail.
Yeah, that's
and free so and now I get the hashtag free so and so.
Is there a possibility that in a weird way, even though musically it's completely different, Blueface is filling the space left open by Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I don't.
He's not that trolly.
He's a different type of character.
He's not negative though. He's super positive.
I'm not saying negative. I'm not saying negative.
Oh, got it.
But entertaining. Music is secondary.
Yeah.
Really scorching hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it just. I mean, he did literally come about since Tekashi went away.
I wouldn't say his music is secondary. I would say his song is Tatiana's a big right, and then he got a Cardi B remix with YG. Like that was a big look.
Yeah, I actually like Bleed It better than Tatiana.
I do like.
I like
Bleed
Respect
It
My
too.
Crippin'.
I like Studio. He got a record called Studio that I like too.
But I think the difference with Blueface is that the music is what generated
the buzz as opposed to
like 6ix9ine. I think people saw him first.
For sure.
Saw him talking. Then we're like, oh, you do music.
Yes.
I think it was a little different.
This is the reverse of that.
Yeah, it's like
now. I'm sorry, Lawrence. You're gonna have to help me out here. I'm told I'm reading over Katie's notes. Shout out to Katie over at the Fader. She said you guys are doing a feature on the history of swag surfing.
Yeah. This year is the 10-year anniversary.
Whose idea was this? And tell me why it's such a big deal that we need to celebrate the 10th year of swag surfing.
I think it was a collective idea. I talked to a writer named Brian Josephs. He's a New York guy. Talked to him about doing the story. And, well, he actually came to me with the idea of something similar to that, and we kind of ironed it out and decided that it makes sense for print because Swag Surfer is one of those songs where it's like...
You have no idea who performed it. I forgot. But that joint comes on.
Nobody knows who did it.
And the whole, still to this day.
Yeah.
I swag and I surf.
Well, it's a generational thing. How old are you?
28.
Yep. That generation right there.
Yeah,
really
that's
crazy.
like high school.
Yeah.
High school years.
Because I'll play you right now. If you play in a room full of people my age, no one's swagging and surfing.
Nah.
But they will though. They will because they'll just follow suit. Like they'll just
Well,
see
if there's
other people doing
so
it.
if there's another,
It's so easy to do. Yeah. If somebody starts it.
But what I'm saying is that, in my opinion, in a room full of 40-year-olds, not that anyone wants to hang out in a room full of 40-year-olds.
Nobody does.
No one's doing it. If half the room is 27-year-olds,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
but I believe it really cuts off. Like that song, literally, when I hear it, it's like it's just you can just play a blank sound. It's just like, man.
It might not penetrate people like out older than their early 30s.
Yeah, I think 32 maybe.
Well, and you know what else? The problem with it is it requires a level of comfort with your neighbor.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, you doing any other group dance, an electric slide or something, there's space. There's spacing issues, right?
But
you know what I mean? Cupid Shuffle, we have spacing issues. Swag surf literally involves me touching someone else.
Yeah.
There's a lot of touchy going on, and that's it's not my era.
But that's what we talked about in the story is that there are accounts of people who like met people doing a swag surf or went to like a Howard homecoming party and swag surf with everybody around them. And we kind of like argued its status as like almost like a Negro spiritual for like the newer age because it gives you this, you feel exhilarated when you hear it.
I'm going to let y'all have that, and I'm not going to comment. I'm going to let y'all have that, and I'm definitely not going to comment. It's definitely generational.
It's generational. I take that, but it's worth an argument. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of the
if you're looking
It's
for
worth
a
an
reason to
argument.
argue,
It's
I
worth
can
an
find
argument to
100
turn the
better
radio off when it comes on.
Nah,
And the argument would be like this:
60
turn the
seconds.
fucking radio off. That's the argument.
Wait, nah.
Take that bullshit off the radio.
Nah,
that era was
stop.
trash, yo.
Stop.
That era
was trash, and that song is
that
cool.
people loved it though.
I get it, and it's but the
What else was in there?
Which era was trash?
This is from what 10 years ago. It was
09?
like just post ringtone.
Yeah. I mean,
What year? What? Give me the year.
Give me tell me the artist, Ebro.
I don't know.
Laura.
I don't know. Was it Frosty?
Fast Life Youngsters.
Fast Life Youngsters.
Never on a multiplication test.
But
I get that right.
doesn't that speak to the impact of the song that you
The
don't
year
have
was-
to
There
know?
is, yes. It's not like it's a terrible song. And
He
I
just
get,
wants to shit on something.
I get why. No, I get why people have fun when they hear it. I'm not doubting that, but like to Ebro's point, you know, listen. Sometimes there's just going to be generational differences,
Right.
and there's not a rational argument for why I can tell you that's trash.
It came out March
I can
24th, 2009.
Right. So it was starting
10 years ago, which they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary in the Fader.
We were in 2009. I believe we were starting to come out of what had been a rough run there.
Nah, that was a great run, man.
Really? You think
was a great
the 05, 06, 07?
Yeah. I mean, I was like 14 too.
Well,
Like,
everything's
so it was
good when
a
you're
great
14.
run.
Everything's
It was
great when you're
great.
14.
I mean,
Hey, listen, this is what I want to salute first to the Fader and Rob Stone and the whole team there on their ability to evolve as a brand, okay? The first cover of the Fader, I think, was Funk Flex. The second cover of the Fader was Zach De La Roca, DJ Premier, and Rev Run.
Yeah, I think
was the second cover. Here we are in 2019. The cover is Blueface, and we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Swag Surfing. That is how you evolve and stay true and young, right there, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's why I got a job at ESPN.
You got to move on.
And moved
You
on.
got to move on, man.
It's a secondary
You gotta
job.
move
How do you
on.
guys come
true.
up with your? Who makes the decision of the covers that you guys are gonna do? Because you guys do 3 every time, right?
no, it's usually
Two.
2 covers.
Yeah, because I remember last time. Because I love the Rico Nasty Ariana Grande issue.
Yeah, that was
good.
special. This one, it was interesting because we started off with 2 covers. And while we were putting the magazine together, we already had a Blueface story like in the works, like as a feature, like an in-book feature. And we just came together one day. It's like, man, Blueface got to be a cover. Like
He's too hot. He's too hot.
He's the hottest artist right now. It's gonna look weird 5 years down the line, or maybe 1 year down the line. Like who knows where his success is gonna take him. that we
you
had
missed this opportunity.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't miss this opportunity. It's regardless of how you feel about his music. It just,
And is it his first cover?
as far as I know, yeah.
I would assume it's his first
think
cover.
so,
too. It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
He doesn't even really have any features out. Period. Like he has like radio interviews. But I haven't seen. I think XXL did the break with him, but that's like a 3-4 question
Right, little thing.
interview type of thing.
Now the Fader does a great job keeping keeping conversations going, and
their international game too. Always.
and their business. The point is to adapt and stay young, and that's a different job than it is of the average consumer or even a personality where like you can't help as an individual. But sort of age. But as a magazine that's about culture, they have to continue to roll with where the culture's rolling.
I'm gonna change. I'm not old man Ebro anymore after this. I've swag surfed before. I don't even know if you've swag. I think in this interview you got older than me.
Yeah, well,
Never
I
swag
swag surfed. Have you swag surfed?
No.
How could you never swag surf all the festivals, all
the easiest thing in the world. I just stand still. I just stand right
now,
there
Laura,
and
have
go.
you swag surfed?
Yes.
I don't-
I think we might have swag surfed together.
Yes, and Cass One was like the king of that at one point.
Nah,
remember?
Syph used to play. Yo,
And Syph. Yeah,
Syph
that's
played
right.
that record when I thought that record was dead, like 2 years into it. I'm like, well, no one plays this record anymore.
Yeah, and
Syph
he
would
brings it back.
always play that out, and I would be like, people loved it, and it worked every single
Well,
time.
it's very communal too. Like you
feels
said,
amazing
people
to do
met.
it.
You
It
touch.
feels amazing.
It
I
just
believe
feels
it.
good.
But fam, he just says people have met through swag surfing. They have stories.
Yo,
like,
people
that's
have
how-
met through in heroin dens. Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
There's actually an account in the story where the writer talks to a guy who was at this epic Howard homecoming from like I want to say 2014 or no, actually they were DJing a party, played the song, and a woman came up to them was like, I met my friend at a club and we were swag surfing together, and like me and all of my closest friends used to go to the club and do it, and that friend died. One of the
Story took a twist.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to go. I
It's not
really didn't want to go there.
So one of the friends died. So now, to pay tribute to that friend, they make sure they come together at least once a year and go somewhere and swag surf.
And hit swag surf.
And swag surf.
That is truly an honor for a fallen friend.
So it's making an impact y'all not realizing. Like
No, I do agree with you fundamentally that for his generation,
We
it
spent a
makes
lot
sense.
of time talking about swag surf. I just want to point that out.
And by the way, the ne'er-do-wells commenting on this video, I'm sure we'll be spending lots of time debating the swag surf and how washed I am for not having done it.
I think
But-
Soulja Boy created swag surf, by the way.
What?
Now that I hear the record in my head,
You mean the
it's-
style of song?
The style of
Yeah,
song.
for sure.
That's a Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
knockoff
Oh, it
for
really
sure.
is. Turn up my swag or swag on or
It was like the dance helping a song go viral.
Yeah.
Type of thing. And
Yeah.
Soulja Boy was like
I
a
wouldn't-
year before that. Well, actually, it was maybe like a few months after, because swag surf had originally dropped in Atlanta in 2008 and was hot like locally, and then they got the official Def Jam release. In
and
2009.
and the name of the artist again?
Fast Life Youngsters.
And did you guys talk to them too?
A couple people. They
How many
DJ.
how many Fast Life youngsters are there?
It's three.
Got it.
And then they have the DJs, producers. So we talked to the guy that made the beat, who was just some guy on MySpace that they never heard of and bought a beat from.
Did they make any money?
The producer?
Any of them?
Yeah, they made money from that song.
They-
As far as what happened afterward, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing happened afterwards.
Yeah.
After that, I'd love to know if they still go out and perform that song.
Sure, maybe occasionally.
I think so from time to time.
I'm sure.
Listen. Obviously, it sparked a very interesting debate with a lot of passion.
Fader Fort, 18 years, man. South by Southwest. It's happening again.
Yeah.
Have you been? How long you been with the Fader?
Only since September.
Oh, so you brand new. So you never even been to a Fader Fort yet?
Of course I've been to it. Of
Oh.
course. Yeah,
But you've
I've
never been as an employee.
Yeah, I've been, just at South by hanging out and going
Just
to
swag
check out.
surfing, having a good time.
I never swag surf at Fader
Fader Fort?
Fort.
No, it's a
I
shame.
never swag surf.
I've
Bro,
heard
if
it's
you
unlike
guys
any
don't
other.
swag surf at the Fader Fort this year, you guys failed.
Yeah,
all right?
we did. We did.
You have
Close the
to.
doors.
Yeah.
Kate, Rob, sorry. I loved you the
Y'all
whole
got
time.
to.
You had a great run.
They should bring them back.
Oh, yeah. You guys gonna have them perform at the Fader Fort?
Can't say.
Oh, God.
Ooh, headline.
Well, what are
Summer
some of
Jam?
your Fader Fort highlights as a
Personally,
fan? Yeah.
What's funny is that when I went back in, I want to say 2015, I was at Fader Fort all day, like on the Friday, which is the closing day, and I saw Davido and I think Tory Lanez that day, and I left because it was getting late. I'm like, this shit is probably over. So I went to go check out some other stuff. While I left, I get on Instagram because down there like your service might be crazy because how many people.
Yeah.
And when I get back to the room, I see Drake came out.
Yeah, I was there that year.
Man, I was sick.
It was a good one.
And that was when Nigga We Made It was out with Soulja Boy. So I'm like, that's like a highlight of something I didn't experience, but it's still a highlight because it was like the crazy.
Your highlight was a low light.
It was like the moment that never was, but it's still a highlight.
And they still hired you after that. After that,
even after
fuck up in your life.
You recovered.
I recovered.
How does South by Southwest work now? Because I know they change some things. Like you could go down, you could buy like the weekend registration, and you could go to everything that you wanted to go to. There was a period there where couldn't you just go to isolated events? You
can always just go to isolated events.
Yeah.
Okay, you still can.
Because a lot of the main event, well, not the main events, a lot of events happening are not an official part of South by, but it's like.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because I thought they was trying to crack down on all of the things that weren't official.
Right. Yeah, maybe they did, but there's always going to be like just random joints on 6th Street that are going on with artists.
And there's just parties outside of it too that you can just stumble on, like. Outside of that whole downtown.
Stumble's the key word, because by the end of the day, people are definitely stumbling.
Yeah.
Yo, Lawrence, it was a pleasure speaking to you today, man. Salute on your
thanks for bringing the
over at the
interesting
Fader.
Conversation.
Shout out to the family over at the Fader. You guys continue to evolve. If I was working there, we wouldn't be covering swag surfing. And that's why I'm not working there. That's why I'm almost out of a job here.
Me and Ebro will be writing a feature on 26 years since Rebirth of Slick. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, check the new issue of the Fader. When does it drop?
It drops. Well, we are dropping the cover, the Blueface cover this week. We're gonna reveal the next couple weeks, but it's out this month. It was out in March.
Lawrence, the Fader, man.